Hello, welcome to Alright, so it was me next, right? I am white. Thanks for asking, BuzzFeed. I have never been discriminated against because of my skin color. I don't think so. And like, if I had, it would be something petty, right? You know?
Yeah, if you don't know, then the answer is
no.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not no if you don't know. It's like, I could have been without knowing.
But it would be something minor or petty, probably.
Yeah. I have been the only person of my race in a room. I am right now. This is the one where, like, you understand the spirit of the question, but you still can't answer according to the spirit of the question because the spirit of the question is fucking dumb. Like, how many people of a different race to me have to be in the room before it counts? One, I have been mocked for my accent. Definitely. A person who doesn't pronounce their T's at all. Like, I don't have that accent anymore. I used to have it. The glottal stop. Oh, I did it there. Fuck.
The glottal stop.
The glottal stop. When, instead of a T, when you say, you know, British. I used to do that a lot more than I do now. I'm into that shit. I'm into the language, linguistics, that's the word. I watched so many YouTube videos about that.
Yeah, dude, my degree, linguistics.
I didn't know you had a degree in linguistics. I feel like I could ask now because you must have mentioned it at some point.
Yeah, no, I have a degree in linguistics. That's my shit. I just like when someone says glottal stop, I'm like, all right, I didn't waste that time.
I have never been told I'm attractive for my race. No, I haven't. I've never been a victim of violence because of my race. I've never been called a racial slur. I'm just like, fucking damn, probably.
Would you like me to call you a racial slur? Would that help?
I mean, it would mean I know almost definitely, right? Like, not in the way that they mean as part of that question. You know, I've never angrily been called a slur for my race because I don't think there are like actual white slurs.
Cracker. Yeah.
I am never gonna feel unsafe because someone calls me a cracker.
I wouldn't say that. I would not say that.
Well, it's like the fact that the word is being used wouldn't be the thing that's like making me feel unsafe. If I'm like in an environment where I'm being threatened because I'm white, I guess, which I don't see happening, but I guess can happen.
Ooh. No, that happens. That shit definitely happens.
Yeah, but like I don't see it happening in my life. You know, I don't see myself being in a situation where that might happen to me.
At a privilege point.
But I probably have been called a racial slur, so fuck it. Not one that applies to me, but
they're not asking if it's one that applies to you. Just a racial slur.
I have never been told I sound white. I don't think I have. Where did this? A stranger has asked to touch my hair because of my explicit privilege of going on foreign holidays as a child. And I love that. I love that my increased privilege makes me less privileged according to this dumb as fuck BuzzFeed quiz. I'm not a heterosexual. I have lied about my sexuality, I think. I'm not sure. I love that so many of these questions can be fucked with. I've never lied about my sexuality, okay? How can you fuck with that question? If you're like, let's say, for example, you're a straight guy who is trying to catfish lesbians on dating apps. You have.
Oh my god.
You're less privileged now.
And what if it's like an overt lie and like a subtle lie? Like I've gone to gay bars and I've had guys buy me drinks and like flirt with me and make me feel good about myself. But I had no intention of hooking up with them or sleeping with them or anything.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this to the right where you said make me feel good about myself, just before the at. To insinuate that you were filleted in a gay bar. It's like, I've never had to come out. I've had to come out multiple times now, yo. Yeah, I've never doubted my parents' acceptance of my sexuality. I've definitely been called a although I don't remember it. It's just, I'm sure. Pretty sure I've never been called a dyke, though. I've definitely been called any other gay slur. I'm not sure if I've ever tried to hide my sexuality. I don't think so. I could have felt social pressure about it, but I just didn't. Like, there were homophobic people in my school. I just didn't care. I'm always comfortable with PDA with my partner in public. I'm single, yo.
Hey, you want to change that, homegirl?
Yeah, sure, let's go. Let's go out right now.
I literally can't even go to your country.
That's true. Oh, it's gonna be long distance. Those are shit.
Yeah, no, I love looking forward to having the same conversation every day. I miss you. I miss you too. I wish I could be there. I know.
Yeah, that sounds fucking really fun. I guess in my last relationship, which was in high school, I was perfectly comfortable with PDA, I guess. I never do it, but I guess
been in a committed relationship since high school?
No, I haven't. I mean, I'm only 21. That's been like 3 years.
Yeah, it's 3 years. I realized that. Yeah, I was 21, almost 22 when I had my first committed relationship after high school. So yeah, that makes sense.
Exactly.
And we're in Corona world, so it probably won't happen for you soon. I'm sorry, Jay.
I have never pretended to be just friends with my significant other. I did for a while in that relationship in high school, but that was just like a weird high school social games thing.
Yeah, no, exactly. That doesn't.
It doesn't count as making me less privileged, but I'm not ticking the box because I did. I've never been ostracized by my religion because I don't have one of those. I'm sure I've been told I would burn in hell. Right? That only makes sense, right?
Yeah, no. If you're atheist, like even if you're not, even
No,
if
no,
you're like
for sexuality.
normal ass Christian. Oh, for sexuality. I don't have you.
If we're counting
Directly?
online, then almost certainly.
Fair point. Fair point.
I don't think I've ever been told that, but I wouldn't really remember, I don't think. It's not the kind of thing that would stick out in my memory. That would, though, and I've never been violently threatened for it. I feel comfortable in the... Oh, it's the gender questions time. Are you ready for me to obliterate you with my lack of privilege?
Just like a beam.
I am a man. No. I feel comfortable in the gender I was born as. No. I still identify with the gender I was born in. No. I have never tried to change my gender. No. I have never been denied an opportunity because of my gender. I don't fucking know. Maybe. I'm gonna go with no, even though if I did, I wouldn't know, probably. I make more money than a professional counterpart of a different gender. I make more and less money because everyone gets paid different amounts doing our job. I've never felt unsafe because of my gender. I'm not sure. Because if I'm presenting, like, at least, like, just, like, I've never gone out, like, presenting full female, but but I do, like, have some women's clothes, I have, like, nail polish and stuff. If I go out in that, which I have done, then I can feel, like, uncomfortable walking past, like, you know, a group of lads, and I'm on my own.
Sense. Yeah.
I have never been catcalled. I don't think I have.
Jay Exci, get that ass over here.
I work in a salaried job. I do not. That's a privilege thing. Apparently, it's privileged to work in a salaried job. I don't do that because I'm self-employed. I think I'm more privileged, probably, than I would be working a salaried job in my same situation. My family and I have never lived below the poverty line. Yep, never. I don't have any student loans. I don't. I was fortunate enough to go to a country with like low enough tuition fees. Dude, Scotland is great. Scotland has really cheap uni. We've got. I've never gone to bed hungry. I don't think. Well, again, it's like same when Joe was here. I've probably gone to bed hungry because like I don't want to eat pasta, Mom. But not for the reasons that they think, you know. So I've never been homeless. My parents don't pay any of my bills, which is a weird question to ask on a privilege quiz because it could just be like, yeah, because I've got so much fucking money. I don't rely on No, I do rely on public transport, I guess.
I pay my parents' bills. How about that as a question?
Whoa.
Yeah, that's But this quiz is for fucking 20-year-olds. This quiz is for people under the age of like 30.
Do planes count as public transport? Because I rely on planes. I can't drive. I don't drive, and I rely on planes to get home because they're the cheapest way to get home, not home, but to where my family lives. I don't rely on public transport. I don't have a car or anything like that. I just don't go anywhere that I would need to take the bus to get to. I have done my taxes myself, I guess. I got help. Like, I was helped, but I was doing them, you know? I've never worked as a waiter, barista, bartender, or salesperson. I have had an unpaid internship. My school had, like, an internship program. I went and worked, well, not worked, but, like, you know, I helped out at an architecture place. I guess it was work. But, you know, not worked at. It wasn't a job. I think I must have gone to a summer camp at some point. Like, some kind of summer camp. Because I know I've gone to a lot of things that were sort of campy, but I can't really remember what specifically they were and if they were in the summer. So I'm just ticking that box. I went to private school in Germany, and I graduated. So ticking that box as well. I did not go to an elite college or graduate college, so no bullshit's got that on me. My parents paid at least on my tuition. They did.
Yes.
Here's the thing. It's like, I guess technically they didn't because they put the money in a savings account and then put the savings account in my name when I was a kid, and then it was my money. My parents gifted me the money that I used to pay for my tuition. But yeah, I'm ticking that box because that's a fucking stupid technicality. I did not have a car in high school. I have had roommates though. I once lived in a shared flat with 7 other people.
Oh my god.
I was gonna ask, like, what's the equivalent of cable for me? And then I realized it doesn't fucking matter. I don't have it now. Like, I don't want to pay my TV license, so I don't watch any broadcast television. I have traveled internationally a lot. I don't know what a Sally Mae is. No, I don't.
Yeah, you have no reason to know what that is.
I spent spring breaks abroad. What's this? I probably did at least once, I guess. My parents are heterosexual, alive, and married. Joe got to have physical disabilities because he's not got great vision. I have not got great vision, so I'm counting that as well.
Yeah, you get to have the same.
I don't have any social disabilities. Do we count ADHD as a learning disability?
Yeah, it's definitely, I would consider it, for me, a social disability and a learning disability. I wouldn't call it a learning disability.
Well, no, I think it's not a social disability, but it socially impacted you because of how you were treated because of it.
Jay, you have hung out with me in person. My ADHD is a social disability.
Sure, I guess.
It makes it difficult for people to interact with me.
I have been told I was too skinny. I can afford. Well, I have socialized healthcare in my country. I guess painkillers would count as medication, and you have to pay for those. So I can afford that. I have never felt overweight or underweight or too skinny. Yeah, I felt too skinny. I've been shamed for being too skinny as well. Not in like a serious way. I guess I was gonna say it never got to me. I guess it did if I felt too skinny, but like I've never been super hung up about it or anything, you know? Yeah, I consider myself to be attractive. There's gonna be the two polar reactions to that.
It's a Twinkie thing.
Like, I have simps. I'm aware of this.
You have simps? I want simps, bro. Like, if people were thirst trapping over me, I would just like, I would go to the gym a lot more because I would be getting internet validation for it.
Posted like my first selfie presenting fam, and then thought, oh, this will be the only time I do this, like for a while at least, I guess. And then the positive feedback. I'm like, I'm gonna do this again. I don't know how much a therapist costs, but I assume I can afford one. Like, I think probably. I've used prescription drugs recently. No, I have not. Oh, recreationally, not recently. No, I haven't. I have never had an addiction. I'm not sure. Like, I sunk a lot of time into Hearthstone that I could have been using to do literally anything productive.
Yeah, my homeboy was addicted to World of Warcraft and then got addicted to Hearthstone, and he identifies it as an addiction, so it could be.
I don't think I've never had an addiction, because fuck it. I'm sure I must have been shamed for my religious beliefs, which I don't have, which is why. I've never been violently threatened for them, though. I've never been violently attacked for my religious beliefs. There is no atheist temple in Aberdeen.
The library. The university.
I've never lied about my ethnicity as self-defense. I've never lied about my religion as self-defense. All my jobs have been... all the jobs I've never had have been accommodated.
You've had one job.
Yeah, well, I did a bit of work, which was technically like the start of... I did like the start of a training day working in a garage.
Like an automobile repair?
No,
location?
the other kind, like a petrol station.
Ah, you guys call those garages?
Yes. I'm not always nervous in airport security lines, but if I am, it's because I'm nervous about traveling, not about the security line itself. So I guess I'm going to check that. That answer might change eventually, though, for trans reasons.
For trans reasons?
Yeah.
Remember, Joe didn't, said that he wasn't going to answer that question because it's like the terrorist question.
Yeah, so he answered it, but like he said that I think he didn't tick it because he was answering in the spirit of the question. I'm sure I must have been called a terrorist, but like as a joke.
That doesn't fucking count.
Nobody has ever tried to... someone must have tried to save me. I went to a fucking Christian school, although I wasn't openly atheist then, I guess. Of course I've been cyberbullied for my identities. I'm a YouTuber. I was not bullied as a child for any of my identities. Not for any of my identities, just, in general. I've never tried to distance myself from any of my identities. I'm not sure. I get, trans denial is a thing. I'm not sure if that counts as trying to distance myself, though. I have never been self-conscious about any of my identities. I have absolutely. I have never questioned any of my identities. Ha 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 ha. I feel privileged because of the identities I was born with. Kinda? I guess, yeah. It's like I feel privileged about some things and unfortunate about others, It's like a mixed bag. There's nuance in this situation. Checking my privilege now. 52 out of 100. Or 52 out of 95. Less privileged than 53% of people, that doesn't count because we skipped questions. Or
Nice.
quit, vile,